the threats here in the United States are reaching an unfathomable level. People don't even understand how serious things are getting here in the United States, which is prompting thousands and thousands of people to leave the country because they cannot stand it. But here's what's also going on. There was a second assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. People are scared to leave their homes because they are worried about being, abused, assaulted. Okay? People are just stealing phones right out of others' hands as they're walking down the street. But also, people are concerned about staying in their home because now we have gangs coming into this country trying to kick you out of your home and take over. Now, today we're going to talk about what is going on and how this serious threat is now spreading like wildfire all over the United States. So I'm going to break this down, explain what one state governor is now doing to potentially stop this, not just for his state, but for the entire country as well. So again, I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So this is now turning into a serious threat. Look at this right here. It says, Tren de Aragua, Venezuelan gang spreading around the U.S. It says the gang began in a Venezuelan prison. It's now spread to most of Latin America and parts of the U.S. Drug trafficking, robbery, and smuggling among its many crimes. Now, here's what you need to know. Robbery. People are they're snatching cell phones right out of people's hands. If you're walking out of a mall, people could just go grab your bags and run. They'll knock you down and they'll take off. Here's the issue. Police officers do not really want to go after this gang because this gang has already got the public acknowledgement, okay, and they pretty much accepted this, that yes, they have given the green light to their gang members to open fire on police officers. Yeah, that's how serious this is. But look what the state governor, Greg Abbott, had to do from Texas. Look at this. It says, Tren de Aragua gang is growing threat in Texas. At a press conference in Houston just today, Governor Abbott signed a proclamation designating the group as a foreign terrorist organization. He pointed to recent arrests at a hotel in El Paso where the county attorney said no specific gang had taken over. Now, here's what's interesting. So the county attorney said there's no specific gang had taken over this hotel, but yet the governor says yes, they have. There have been multiple reports that yes, this has happened. And I want to read a little bit about this in just a second, but listen to this right here. Okay, I want to play this for you because again, this just happened today.
We're here today to talk about a dangerous, maybe even a deadly threat facing both our state as well as our country. It's the recent entry and expansion of the vicious Venezuelan gang known as Tren de Aragua, also known as TDA. Officials are concerned about what is going on with TDA. Its recent expansion and entry of this gang could destabilize public safety in the United States as well as in the state of Texas.
Now, I want to talk about something. Again, TDA is what he's calling them, Tren de Aragua. Others are calling them MS-13 on steroids. MS-13 is one of the biggest, most dangerous gangs here in the United States. But they are now saying that the Tren de Aragua, or TDA, is MS-13 on steroids. That's scary. It's very scary. Now I want to read a little bit of this stuff to you. Look at this right here. It says, Abbott announces Texas crackdown on Venezuelan gangs. The Tren de Aragua gang has been connected to several high-profile crimes. Says Governor Abbott says it is gaining a foothold in Texas. Authorities recently shut down a hotel in Texas, in El Paso, Texas, due to gang activity. Now, here's what I think is interesting. Okay? This is happening all over the place. It's not just in Texas. Look at this. In Aurora, Colorado, says Aurora Police Department arrests 10 members of Tren de Aragua in connection with apartment building takeovers. Says the statement read that Tren de Aragua has not taken over the city of Aurora. However, they have taken over certain apartment buildings. I talked about this a few weeks back, and I said that somebody commented. It was either a comment or an email. I can't remember exactly what it was, but they let me know that they lived in this complex for years, and all of a sudden they are without a home because they were evicted so that this gang could come in, or what they said looked like a gang. Okay? That is part of the issue. We're seeing police officers are having a tough time cracking down on this gang or members inside this gang, simply because, for one, they don't know who's a part of it. Number two, they are scared because this gang is growing so fast. It's not just in the state of Texas. It's not just in and around Denver and Aurora, Colorado. It's over in Chicago. The gang is, the main portion of the gang, based off of reports, is actually in New York City, one of the biggest cities in the world. Again, this is a major city, a major city, and it could potentially take over. But here's why experts are also concerned and why this is spreading. One of the things that this gang is able to do, and when they first came into the United States, is they were just really petty theft, right? Small crimes. Again, it's troubling, but it was nothing major. Now what they're saying is that this gang is starting to get a foothold within the United States, not just in Texas, but everywhere, because now they're offering people that are down on their luck, low-income families, individuals, single males. They're offering them a way to make money by joining their operation, by being part of what they are doing. And they're going to pay them to do it. That's why it's spreading. Because what you are seeing right now is people are coming in from Venezuela. Likely don't speak much English, right? Or it's kind of hit and miss, right? It's jumbled. But what you are about to face, according to experts, is that we are about to see U.S. citizens are now going to jump in and be part of this gang, part of this operation, simply because they have no other choice. They have to, in order to make ends meet, in order to pay their bills, keep the lights on, keep a roof over their head, keep food on the table. That's what we're hearing. So again, the reason the experts are saying this is spreading and this is turning into a nationwide threat is simple. It's the way that the United States has pretty much run over the past year. People are struggling. They don't have money, right? Kids are going hungry. That's what we're facing. So, just wanted to share this with you. I think what Governor Greg Abbott is doing is something that was needed. But I want to read you one last thing right here. It says, on Monday, Abbott announced that he is designating Tren de Aragua as a foreign terrorist organization, which will allow the state to use the power of the courts to help their operations and use asset forfeiture to seize goods and belongings from the gang. Abbott also said the state will be doing all it can to keep gang members in jail longer. Goes on to say, when asked why he is taking action now, given he has spent 3.5 years talking about border security, Abbott said the action was taken because of an uptick in crime involving gang members. He specifically cited an El Paso, Texas hotel, the Gateway Hotel, which has since been closed down. Last week, the county attorney brought forward an injunction on the hotel saying there was gang activity there, including what they believe to be a prostitution ring. It says the governor said that the state went in and performed operations and arrested 20 suspected Tren de Aragua members as the hotel was being closed down. Okay, so I will leave it at that, but just understand right now, this gang, Tren de Aragua, and I talked about this many months ago, this was really only in New York City. It was a very small operation in New York City, and then moved into Chicago, Illinois. I believe it's now in Boston, Massachusetts. They're starting to create a bigger operation over in Miami. I don't know for sure about Philadelphia, but I am hearing reports that Washington, D.C. Is on the rise as well. So is Colorado and the state of Texas. I'd assume California is going to be seeing more and more of this very soon, but as of today, we just don't have many reports on that. So, as we get more information, I promise I'll bring you all the latest news and updates, but as of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.